Hey everybody, it's your boy Nate here, and you are watching the Legacy Sports channel. Welcome to the show. There's been something sitting on my mind lately, and it feels like no one in the mainstream media is really addressing it. Caitlin Clark has become one of the most prominent figures in professional sports. Her rise from Iowa to the WNBA has been nothing short of meteoric. She's drawn national television ratings, filled arenas across the country, and reignited a level of public interest in women's basketball that hasn't been seen in decades. But amid all the headlines and hype, there's a glaring issue that's becoming harder and harder to ignore. Caitlin Clark turns the ball over a lot. And if she doesn't address this soon, it may not just hinder her own development, it could jeopardize the WNBA's shot at long-term growth and mainstream relevance. Let's begin with the facts. During her 2024 rookie season, Caitlin Clark averaged 5.6 turnovers per game, which was the highest in the entire WNBA. Over the course of the season, she recorded 223 total turnovers, setting a new league record for the most in a single season. In her very first professional game, she committed 10 turnovers, the most ever in a WNBA debut. Now, there are understandable reasons for this. She was a rookie, adjusting to the speed and physicality of the professional level. The Indiana Fever were a young and often disorganized team, and Clark, by design, had the ball in her hands more than anyone else on the floor. High usage guards are always going to have elevated turnover numbers. But these statistics are not just inconvenient side notes. They're central to evaluating her overall performance. Basketball is a game of possessions. Every turnover is a lost opportunity to score, and over time, those missed opportunities add up. Clark's assist to turnover ratio during her first year hovered around 1.5 to 1.7, which is acceptable for a rookie, but far from elite. Compared to other top guards in the league, her efficiency leaves a lot of room for improvement. And here's the bigger issue. When your league's most visible and marketable player is consistently inefficient with the ball, it changes the public perception of the product as a whole. For casual viewers tuning in to watch Caitlin Clark for the first time, seeing multiple unforced errors each night sends a message, whether accurate or not, that the WNBA lacks polish or discipline. That's a dangerous perception for a league still fighting for mainstream respect. It's important to understand the broader context. Caitlin Clark is not just a basketball player. She's a symbol of the WNBA's hopes for expansion, growth, and profitability. Her presence has boosted ratings, attendance, and merchandise sales. She's the reason ESPN highlights WNBA scores on their homepage. Her rookie season alone was responsible for a substantial spike in overall league interest. She also secured major endorsement deals, including a reported $28 million Nike contract, and she led all players in All-Star fan voting. But all of that popularity brings pressure. When the face of your league is regularly leading the league in turnovers, that becomes part of the narrative, whether the league wants to admit it or not. The WNBA can't afford for its most watched player to become associated with sloppy play. It's not just about her development. It's about the league's image, marketability, and long-term viability. To be clear, this is not a criticism or critique of Caitlin Clark's talent or her potential. She has elite vision, deep shooting range, and an uncanny ability to control the tempo of the game. She has already recorded a 19-assist game, one of the highest in WNBA history, and broke the rookie record for assists in a season. She's absolutely capable of leading an offense, but she must refine her decision-making. Here are a few key areas for improvement. Controlled pace. Caitlin Clark often pushes the tempo a little too aggressively, leading to rushed decisions in transition. Simplified playmaking. Reducing high-risk passes and prioritizing safer options would immediately reduce turnovers. Off-ball usage. Allowing other guards or wings to initiate offense occasionally could relieve some of the burden on her. Increased awareness. Better anticipation of double teams and traps would help her avoid being caught off balance. These aren't massive overhauls, they're refinements, and given her work ethic and intelligence, she's more than capable of making those adjustments. The WNBA is at a crossroads. It's gaining attention, it's building momentum. It has more talent than ever before, but much of that momentum is currently riding on the back of Caitlin Clark. The league needs her to succeed, not just in ticket sales or highlight reels, but in the win column and in the box score. The WNBA can't afford for its star player to be perceived as a turnover machine. That narrative could undo years of progress, especially with critics already skeptical about the league's quality of play. Clark's development is about more than her individual stats. It's about whether the WNBA can capitalize on this moment and move into a new era of relevance and profitability. To be clear, Caitlin is not a bust. She's not a disappointment. She's a young player with incredible talent who's carrying an enormous weight on her shoulders. But with that spotlight comes pressure to perform. She has to get better, and I think she will. But the league must recognize that her improvement isn't just important, it's essential. Because if Caitlin Clark becomes a complete, efficient floor general who cuts down on turnovers while keeping her creativity and court vision, the WNBA wins, the fans win, and the game moves forward. But if turnovers continue to mount and the inefficiency becomes her narrative, the WNBA's most promising moment in decades could start to unravel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is Caitlin Clark's turnover problem a short-term growing pain or a long-term concern for both her and the league? Be sure to like and subscribe if this video resonated with you. This is Nate, and you've been watching the Legacy Sports channel. I'll see you all in the next one.